All right, man. How
Hey
we
Josh,
doing?
doing good, doing good. Just had was able to get the list and start dialing today a little bit.
All right. How'd you go?
I had my first call. It was yeah, it went like a bit nerve wracking, but I went through it. No sale, but yeah, still went through it.
Nice work,
Um,
man. Yeah, it'll be once you get your first couple hundred dials out, you'll start to get a bit of a pace and a rhythm of how it goes and the flow, stuff like that. So, is this
mhm.
your only job or you got another job? Like, what's the situation?
No, currently, yeah, like I kind of went all in into this. Yeah.
Well done, man. What hours you working?
So I'm doing for the most part like 10 to 6 Eastern. 10 to
Okay.
6. Yeah, yeah.
It's good,
What do
man.
you
Any questions so far?
Yeah, I was actually curious. I mean, from because I think I messed up with that lady that I spoke with as far as the payment structures. That she needed to list 35 pounds,
Hmm.
so I offered her 4 months, like 2,500 USD, and like at the most I could think of was to like do split pay. She had some concerns. I She was on a fixed income, and I know some of the guys do some other discounts, this and that, and I couldn't really. So I'm trying. I'm still getting my head wrapped around that, but maybe like I'll figure this stuff out as far as like the financials. Like, or do you have any tips for that? Or I had like another question that actually, but like, do you have any tips for the?
Yeah, I don't do the specifics on the payment plan stuff. Ethan, you'd be a good man to talk to. What are
Yeah,
some
what's up?
options around the payment plans if they can't do a paid in full?
So the best option is doing WAP. So on the checkout page, you just scroll to the bottom. There'll be a little option where I'll say create a WAP link or something. And for that, there's a few options that pop up. I'm in Canada because I can only see a few of them, but if they're clients in US, they can usually see a little more. Oh yeah, you're in Toronto, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I'm in KW, but that aside. Um,
yeah.
So there'll be a little link. So you can see the split it option, which is credit cards. So as long as they one have a credit card, and then two, um, they're able to pre-authorize. So think like they have their credit limit is below the amount we're going to charge. Because like going to a hotel, it's just going to pre-authorize the card, say, okay, yep, they have that amount, and then it's going to show the full amount. And this is like, it's important to explain that to them just to set expectations, saying, hey, this is going to show up on your card just for the first 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 business days, and then it's just going to disappear after that.
Mhm.
And then you're just going to see the monthly amount. So with the split it, they just break it up through credit card, and that can you could do either 3 month, 7 month. Sometimes there's more options, and then the 12 months. Most people will go with the 12-month option. And then
Mhm.
you can also do Pava or yeah, Pava. Um, well, and then through WAP, there's something called Afterpay, which I think is debit card, and that's up to 4,500. I haven't used that specifically because that doesn't show up for us Canadians, so we can't really walk them through the process. But there is on your sales page or like your leadership channel if you go to your sales resource Canva. So I'll just say like create here for what financing. Like at the very top of the link, it'll show you the different things, and then I'll show you how to do the different payment structures and what they see for Afterpay. So I just pull up that video and kind of walk them through it. Yeah, so they fill out their name, their country, and then their address, and then they'll just go through that. And then you just really just walk them through the process. And then there's also Pava. A lot of people just upfront. So Pava's kind of like, oh, so back to WAP for Split It. The nice thing about that, doing it on credit, is that there's 0% interest, so they just pay the full amount.
Mhm.
The debit card option has some interest, like relatively low interest ways, and then the other option is Pava, which is I don't know if it's both debit and credit or if it's just one or the other. I can't remember. But
Mhm.
essentially, there's also interest on that. And then that you can break that into 12. A lot. So just a lot of people have some sort of reservation about in terms of what is it? Their social security. For us, it'd be like giving up their SIN number.
Mhm.
But you kind of just sometimes there's a little bit of a guard for that. Will there be like, oh, I don't really feel comfortable doing this? You just say, yeah. So it's just to confirm you're a US citizen. So sometimes they'll ask for that. That is option two, and then option three is just doing like a charge over, um, kind of breaking it down into either three or four. And you can ask your leadership about that in terms of how to break it up. But those are the main things. Um, excuse me. The best option I like to use is WAP, and that's what everyone's
Mhm.
using these days as best as possible. Just because it
Mhm.
really lowers the barrier to entry for people.
Mhm.
Or you can do pay in full, which is also great.
Makes
Does that
sense.
help?
Yeah, man, that's like a pretty thorough explanation. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll check out the WAP resource because I think that would have been nice here. And yeah, and if someone says like, let's say, because the 3 month option, it has the option of just doing 3 months without committed care. But if it's 4 or more months, and if the person is like, you know what, like I'm actually like, is there an option to not do the committed care or like the maintenance support after that? Like do you feel I should try to handle that as an objection? Or like, is there an actual legit way to say just to give them 4 months or 5 months for a bit of a reduced price?
Right. Have you seen do you have the document for committed coaches standardized pricing?
So because I don't see it there, that's why I'm like, okay, so if because I don't
Here,
see it, right? So it's like, okay, do we
uh,
just send that as an objection and try to get them to commit to it, the whole thing, or how do you
right.
handle it?
There's some
So
links in the chat there from the
yeah,
boys.
I sent over a link just in terms of the standardized pricing. So normally I will automatically go for, I will pitch at the higher price with the 9 months committed care because they're going to get more out of that than if they just do the 3 months coaching. But in
Mhm.
terms of payment options, so 3 months committed care is like 1,750, or you can do 2,000. And then for just the 3 months personal coaching, that's like 1,200 or 1,500. And you can
Mhm.
kind of break that up however.
Okay, okay.
Make
Sounds
sense?
good. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Perfect, perfect. Appreciate that, man.
And really at the end of the day, you can charge whatever you want if you want,
Mhm.
right?
I can what?
But it's all about like what they kind of see the value in.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'll get the hang of everything, but appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Look, man, just pick a couple of options and just stick to those rather than like, oh, I've got 15 different options and I've got 5 different payment processes. Just do one or two, whatever's easiest, and just keep doing that over and over.
Guys, to get used to
It'll
like one
become
op.
easier with time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man. It's just a lot at the start, but you'll be fine. Just start making dials, improve your conversations. Yeah, and we'll look at the other stuff later. All right,
That's
Robert,
it.
what's happening?
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hi, Josh.
Doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. So a little bit of feeling under the weather,
It's no
but
good, man.
yeah,
How'd you end out last week?
it was it was the best week. Because I had lots of appointments. The I closed like 7.5K, but with the financing mostly, so it's less than 7K definitely. But that was really good. So, and this week I closed one. Um, Most of them is like 2.5K deals, 4 months plus 8 months aftercare. So
Yes.
I that was like four of them. So I'm gonna getting used to pitching higher. And once I understand, like, it's much better to pitch higher and making it possible because we have the financing option. So at the end of
Hmm.
the day, like someone who is able to pay $208 a month could definitely pay $297 a month. So $80 a month is like not a big difference. But for us, it's like
No.
the difference between 2.5K and 3.5K. It's like a lot of money. And
Yes.
and it's like, and I'm thinking like, the in moving into the next month is just focusing on selling higher and like selling more. So, but last week was good, quite good. I'm really
Yeah.
happy.
Well, I'm just looking at your stats here. You said you did 100, you talked to 139 inbound appointments?
Yeah, the conversion is crazy low, but
Okay.
yeah.
Fucking how many 139 appointments. So how many hours did you
Uh,
work?
in the first 2 days, I had like um each day 14 hours for 2 days straight, and then I was like my body literally getting shut off. So from other days, I worked only 12 hours. So 2 appointments every hour without any break. I only took a break when there's no show. So
Bloody hell, man. All right. So we need to work on your close percentage because if you're putting in that amount of you won't be able to do that for like 6 months straight. Like you'll probably crumble after a while. So the volume is impressive, very impressive, but we want to get the close rate going up. So what do you think's going wrong here?
um what I the like all the parts essentially the intro discovery I have some lags and the pitch, but the most improvement that I need is I think the objection handling, because in the last Saturday and the Sunday I didn't close, and there was even people who were saying were giving objection, and they were giving objection about the video and the video not talking about the coaching and the etc. I didn't know anything about it and I didn't close. There were so many good cases. People had the money. Even they were telling me, I have money, but I'm not gonna spend it, which is like literally telling you, like you a piece of shit is so as that sales rep. So, and what I did was like I just sit and took a little bit of advice, listened to Ryan's calls, and Ryan had like crazy good objection handling. On some calls he got like 5 objection, handled all of them one by one, and then I used it and I closed one 2.5K, the recent one yesterday. And right now
Good.
I'm thinking if I am just good at handling 3 or 4 main objections people always give, I can just make a sale. It's not because they didn't have the finances in place to pay, it's just they didn't have a good expectation and I didn't
So hang
have
on,
objection.
rewind it back, go back it back. So
Yeah.
what's the hurdle here? What video are you talking about?
Yeah, it's just like marketing use like Oprah Winfrey video, which they say you can do whatever you want. This is the pill, only thing you need. And they say like, hey, I didn't expect this. All this thing is like extra charge. I'm thinking like I only get the Prozinius or the supplements, whatever we have, and it's just gonna work. I didn't expect we have a coaching and it's gonna charge me more money. Oprah didn't say anything about it, and I didn't know how to handle it. So then I got a different methods in frame it, and the last sale was just like because of that.
Okay, how often is this popping up?
Oh, like I lost probably
Half the
five to
time,
six. A lot of
me
the time for
personally.
me, a lot of the times. Like every day, this is the most common objection. Like when someone
100%.
someone is like when they don't have money, actually don't have money, they're on disability, they're barely making bills, making payments. Like it's okay, I understand. Like they cannot make it happen, even if you offer like the lowest price. But when someone got the money, I understand they got the money, they have the stuff, they have the pain. But at the end, just because the video is telling something, they just didn't commit, and it's happening like 3, 4 times a week. I mean, a day for me.
Okay, it's popping up a lot. Okay, so that's happening. Is this fuck? Someone in the leadership channel was talking about Oprah and pink salt and something like that. Is this a different thing, or this the
No,
same?
It's
it's that. It's
exactly the
that.
same thing. It's just different color of the same thing. Opera said this, program said this, video said this. Now I'm getting this. Like, what's going on? So the same thing.
Okay, yeah, I've seen some shit about this in the Slack channels. Um, okay, well, fucking good on him for listening intently to the marketing. Like, I couldn't tell you what the ads would say if I signed up to something. So,
Right.
okay, so what's actually popping up? Like, where's it popping up in the script, in the call? What are they saying specifically?
Um, Based on the sales script we run, they don't expect it, like they don't usually give it in the middle of the call. So they usually give it at the end when you say like, all right, it's gonna be $2,000, $3,000. And they were saying like, wait, I didn't expect it to happen. I thought that the pills is the only thing I have. This is just the additional stuff I was not expecting. The video said different stuff. And at the end, all of it at the end.
All right, so what's your pillar one? Because I know we talked about this last time.
It's proper supplementation, And I
No,
said like,
pitch me pillar one,
okay, give me a second.
because this is going to be a problem if we're not framing this properly.
So, yep, the pillar one is okay. This is gonna be pretty straightforward. So yeah, part of the reason why we have a high success rate with over 100,000 clients is because we focus on the three main pillars. So the first one is a proper supplementation. It's the right protocol of getting the right herbs and the minerals into your body to replenish the deficiencies. That's what the Lipomax is gonna do. And the second part is a strategic eating and an exercise. And I go to the second part.
As in, that's pillar two.
The pillar two is for me is strategic eating and exercise. It's like on the meal plans and etc. So do you want me to continue or?
No, no, no. So that's pillar one. So that pitch that you have there, even though it's in Ryan's script, that's not how he pitches it. Have you listened to how he pitches pillar one?
I listened it a while ago,
All right,
but
Ethan, did
recently,
you go
yeah.
transcribe it?
Yeah, and I've also modified, but I'm still running into the very same thing as Robert at the very end. Like, and sometimes it's like right, they're very much in the price mindset of right before I drop the price too. So it's a question of the value, of course. But in terms of pillar one,
Yeah,
I'll say
roll
like,
through.
okay, so like after I go through supplementation, so I'll be like, okay, that's the full supplement protocol to help support improving those biomarkers. And all we're doing is using supplementation as one of the tools to help replenish the deficiencies you have, basically retraining your body, okay? Like, okay, or I'll say retrain the body from inside out. We're like, okay, all right. So now part of the reason why we have such a high success rate with over 100,000 clients over the last 30 years is because we focus on three main pillars to get this done. So the first pillar is proper supplementation. This is everything we just went over. So it's the proper protocol for getting all the right herbs, the minerals and vitamins into your body to not only help so that I'll go into the specifics here. So
Yep,
like the
go for it.
problems they have. So, so to help your body work with you rather than against you, really kickstart your metabolism. So we switch it into that fat burning mode. That way you're losing the weight more effectively, as well as reduce the overall joint pain you've been experiencing, while helping you sleep better. So your cortisol's level, and then your body's not storing onto the fat as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, cool. So like the pill is good, but it has to talk about this is stage one. This is the first
Yeah.
part of losing this weight. Because if you're running into this all the time, you either have to break it down as a frame earlier, or you have to break it down in your pillar. It has to be crystal fucking
Yes.
clear that this is phase one of this journey. So I'm like, so that's where we lead into pillar two. So pillar two, so where most people get stuck is they just rely on supplements alone. So what we see is that most people, they lose weight and they put it back on and they get stuck in this cycle of using supplements, going really well, and then things fall apart. Our job is to make sure once you get past phase one, you start losing the initial weight with the supplements, that we continue to keep losing this weight. And how we're going to do that is with X and Y and Z. It has to be concrete, crystal clear. Like they're like, okay, so the pillar one, Robert, yours is weak as piss, so it's not gonna work. Ethan, yours is pretty good, but it needs to be tighter.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna talk to you about because I've been running into this so much. It's like, okay, I'm running into this all the time. Discovery's okay, like I'll get the pain, and
Yes.
it's been a good enough. Oh, it could always be better, but but it's like, how do I set expectation like what you got is not enough, and I try and like reinforce that with, they'll bring up like, oh, I've been doing the yo-yo diet, and I'll bring up in pillar three. So it's like, pillar three. Um, well, I can either say, would you prefer if I said my whole pitch or just put it out in the chat?
No, so we just need to you can put in the chat if you want, but it's gonna be like separating out. You need to make sure that supplements is the Kickstarter. It's phase one of the plan. It's gonna get things moving. It's gonna start. It can't be like supplements, nutrition, and coaching all together.
Yeah.
Because if you're always running into it, you have to handle it.
Yes.
Now, we either preemptively handle it or the pitch is going to handle it. So there's kind of two stages to the journey. There's getting them to a position where they want to make a change, and then the pitch is the solution that they need next. So you might be doing a pretty good job of like, yes, like I want to change and I've got pain and I've got this and I've got that. But then pillar one has to be very, very clear on that the supplements are amazing and they're going to start the process and they're going to do this, they're going to do this. And subtly say the rest of the journey is going to be these pillars and the coaching.
Yeah, like you're bridging.
Yes, 100%. But
'Cause
they
what
have to
Ryan,
understand that. They have to be like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then what I need is all this other stuff. All right, so what do we got? Pillar one.
Yeah, they also mentioned that the fact that when we say because we cannot say bad thing about the supplements, right? And they
No.
think that when they take the supplements alone, they will not have any issue because the people in the video is losing the weight. That's why they think like if I just take the supplement, I should be okay, not hit the plateau. I can take it without anything, etc. And that's context of the video. But Ryan got very good objection handling. I'm not sure he's using exact the same thing like as a reframe at the beginning, but in the objection handling, what he's saying is what we see a lot happening is because everyone's body is different. People who just took the supplements is sometimes yo-yo, sometimes has very slow progress, and they hit the plateau. That's why we at the coaching, which we can only offer to select people whose condition is quite serious. And based on everything you described, I think it's much better to get you in the coaching instead of just giving you the supplements and tell you the good luck. So that was his objection handling. This is good, but I don't know.
Look, I guarantee
Yeah.
with absolute confidence that 90% of his sales do not come from objection handling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has to be okay. Script.
You can text him and I promise you, he will say like, no, most of them objectionless. But this is the dangerous thing about listening to other people's calls. You're like, oh, well, they did it, so they must have to do this every single time. So that means I need to get better at objection handling. It won't be the truth. Now you can message him, clarify it, but I guarantee like that'll just be a couple of his sales that came through because he objection handled them. And then you go, oh, well, I need to objection handle everybody. So still problems are happening. So like your pitch, see in the chat, because I had Ryan on last week and we went through it, and his pitch in his script is not what he says. It's just a very basic, bare bones version of what he actually says. So if you want to have a good pitch, read through what Ethan's got here, and we pretty much just went through and got Ryan to pitch and kind of transcribed it. There should be a recording somewhere. I don't know where it is.
I'll tell you what date it is, Robert. Just give me a minute.
Because his pitch is really good. I'm very happy with the pitch.
And then you kind of do like little checks along the way with them. So sorry, I'm doing two things. I think it was the 22nd. Robert, what time is it for you?
For me, it's 3 a.m.
Brutal.
Okay, so it might be labeled as July 23rd. Or for you. It was, what day is
What
that?
were you looking for?
A recording.
Well, so the one Ryan popped on, it was a week ago. So for me, it's still the 29th. You know, it's almost 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. So for you,
It's
should be the 23rd.
30.
For Josh's recording, it'd be the 23rd. Aussie time.
Just go through any of that. For that week, just go through the recordings. If Ryan's on, then you want to listen to that one. He only jumped on one, I think.
Yeah. Do you want the transcriptions?
But like I said the same thing to him ages ago. Like if you have a weak ass pitch, you're Because you can get someone to the point, like you can do a very good discovery and they're like, yes, I want to change. And they're like, I want to do it now. And then they're expecting a Lamborghini and you pitch them a fucking Yaris. They're like, well, I'm not going to pay all the money for that. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's a discovery problem. Sometimes it's then a pitch problem. So you got to get them to the state of wanting to buy. But if you offer them dog shit, well, they're not going to buy it. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I did all the right jobs in discovery. I'm like, yeah, you probably did. But then you offered them something that was bland. And they're like, well, I don't want to pay that amount of money. I'll give you 50 bucks, but I'm not going to give you 2.5 grand.
Right.
Yeah. So I think this is probably the next thing for you to work on because you're putting in the work. We should be getting a higher close percentage. And a lot of the times, if the pitch is just not good, it's very hard to sell something.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. So both of you fellas, I'd be putting my pillar one as the handle around.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So the easiest way to do it is without shitting on the supplement. You got to break it up. Like this is stage one of the journey. This is phase one. This is going to be the first part to get you moving forward. What's going to get you losing the rest of the weight and learning to keep it off is going to be pillar 2 and 3, and go through and then jack up those 2 pillars and be like, all right, this is the solution. Because if it's happening 50% of the time, you're going to have to address it.
Mismatched expectations.
Yeah, literally. Because if they're coming in, like it's not their fault, right? They're going, the supplement is the cure to all my fucking problems. And then you're pitching them coaching on top of the supplement without any context. They're like, well, why would I need coaching? Because I have the supplement. Like that doesn't make sense to me. So you have to make it make sense to them before you talk about money. Otherwise, they're like, their expectations are like, yeah, this sounds amazing. And then like, oh no, like the supplement's going to do everything. Now, if this was popping up 10% of the time, I would not worry about it. I'd be like, whatever, I'll just deal with it for a couple of people that come in. But if it's a bigger problem, we're going to have to solve it earlier.
Do not take.
Josh,
Yeah, it's
can I
half
ask
of
a-
my
Oh
calls
yeah,
today.
go.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we didn't want like if the current thread is still finalizing, I can ask right after.
No, man, go for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just curious actually about because there's obviously it seems like there's a little bit of a I'm still being a bit confused of there's like a bit of a parallel threads going as far as like so there's a straight line script like which is like kind of like what's seen here, but there's always like kind of the NEPQ and like the change stock and building a gap. So I'm just like, at what point do we because it's like that straight line script is super simple and it's like almost like it seems to me how can you get someone if you're pitching like three four $5,000 coaching you're basically I mean if you remove the supplements talk there's only like 3 4 discovery questions and then you're straight up going to the pitch so it's like so then it's like okay there's maybe something more which is the NPQ but it's not straight up given like I do have some my own notes and like I've kind of used that because I've been part of some NPQ training before but like could you I guess like clarify how should I approach this so I have like is this more like hey just go with this the regular script but if it seems like there's like when do I incorporate that like how do I have clarity I guess I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
clear
So
on that
like
question. Yeah.
one's a skateboard, one's a scooter. So if you're flicking between the two,
Mhm.
you're gonna struggle. So what they want is everybody to do more of the straight line sale. Now, if you're
Mhm.
brand new to sales and you've never done any sales, I would recommend starting there. Simple, easy. I personally don't sell like that. I don't like selling like that. It's more of a bulldog sale. It's like, all right, here's the product, fucking buy it. Objection handle, let's rock and roll. Which is not really for me. I think it causes more refunds. But if you're here to learn actual sales skills, then you'll use the NEPQ script that we've created, and you can use that because that's how I sell.
Mhm.
It's how Matt sells. Well, more NEPQ style. because it just gets a better buy-in before the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just
Makes. Mhm.
just want to make some money and just, get into it without learning much sales skill, use the straight line script. If you want to actually
Got
improve
it.
your
Yeah.
sales skills, and it might take a little bit longer to start because it's a little bit more complex, then I would use that script that I teach and that what we use here.
Perfect. Yeah, that's good. And how can I access that script? Like, I'm definitely interested. I like that idea. Like, actually learning it, learning how to sell properly. Where
Yeah.
where can
Ethan, can
I
you chuck
have
a link
access
down?
to it? Or
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Ryan our only form of his script is the only form of reference we have? Because I made a copy and I have my own version, but it goes to Ryan's shared documents. And I was gonna
Um,
Slack it over to him.
yeah. Just send it to him in Slack. So
is that Ryan
that's what I
Ortega?
created.
Where?
Yeah. So that's the
Hmm.
one that I
Ryan
created
Turner.
at the
Hmm.
start. So originally I
Got
had
it.
my own
Okay. Hmm.
script that people were using, and then we've adjusted it to this, and then Ryan's made some adjustments again. So
Hmm.
Yeah,
that's
he's
what I use.
tinkering away at it right now. I don't know
Yeah,
what he's
grab that.
changed.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Nice. So there's freedom. You're basically saying like there is freedom to kind of go whichever route we
No.
choose.
But at the moment, they're starting
Or,
to push everybody onto a straight line because they think that's going to be the best way to do it. Um,
Mhm.
but our guys are doing well. So I would personally, what division are you in, by the way?
11.
Yeah, so I
11.
would personally
Per-
do that. I would use that script that Ryan has because that's the one that we've
mhm.
literally crafted over the last like 4 or 5 months.
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Yeah, the straight line, it just seems like, I think for supplements, it's okay. Because it's just, okay, they're like low ticket, but
Yeah.
for a $5,000 coaching, it's just, yeah, I think building a gap is more essential.
Cool. Yeah, because like
Awesome. Mhm.
Ryan sent me a screenshot the other day. Like we only have, what do we have? We have in Division 12, 9, 10, 11. We've got like 12 guys, and 12 guys have made nearly $300,000 cash collected for the month. Like 12 guys are
Mhm.
slapping, right? Like Ryan's done 110,000, Jordan's done 62,000, 22, 21, 18, 15, 14. Ethan's done 12,
12.
10, 9, 6, and then 1. So like our division's doing very well. Like we've only
Oh,
got
Mhm.
like 13
on that
players.
note,
Yeah.
so Ryan only works like 40, 50 hours and he's top 20.
Hmm.
Whereas a lot of the other guys are working like 16 times 7, 14, at least 12 hours a day, every day.
Yeah. So out of
Mhm.
360 reps, I think I've got 3 guys in the top 20, maybe 4. And I've only got 12 in our
Mhm.
division. So like a third of our division is in the top 20.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
So
It's
that's why I'm like, they're like, oh,
good
the
stuff.
DRC script and the fucking straight line is the best. I'm like, well, a third of my division's in the top 20 of the whole company out of 250, 60 reps using our way. So I'm like, you tell me.
Yeah. And are you Division 12 or 11,
For a
Josh?
division, I'm
Just
12, but I do the coaching for
okay.
Ryan, so division 11. So Rez
Oh,
and
okay.
Elijah,
Okay.
so these are so you guys are jumping in probably a day early. So Tuesdays and Thursdays is what we do for YouTube, but I'm happy for YouTube fellas to jump on and be a fly on the wall. So this is committed coaching. So Matt, you might
Mhm.
have seen Matt talk about committed coaching, the supplement offer, the coaching offer, where we
Yeah.
have there's like 260 fucking reps here. So this is these sales trainings today.
And what's the other one?
What do you mean? The other one?
You said there's like two,
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
two
So
different typos.
Matt's got a YouTube membership portal, and his reps can come and have a listen to how we do sales training stuff like that.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So not
Okay.
everybody on these calls is for committed coaching.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
is there a specific course just for YouTube, or is it just like the YouTube membership gets to come in?
Not for what I do personally. So Matt
Right.
has specific calls. I think there's a couple of other sales reps do specific calls, but on Tuesdays and Thursdays I field calls for YouTube. So if you want to like jump in, if I got some spare time in the hour, we can do some like, role play or questions, things like that.
Okay.
But this is just purely like sharpening the axe on like it's all the same shit, man. Sales are sales. Like I wouldn't give it like, this is fucking different to what I'm doing. Like you're talking to human beings. It's all the same shit. It's just different offers and different avatars. So it's not that different.
Thanks.
Cool. All right, Igor, what's
Go
happening,
on.
man?
Not much, not much. How are you, Josh?
Fucking always well. You making sales or what?
Yeah, I mean, not yesterday, like last week was, I mean, my best week, but it was like 1K dollars, right, for the whole week. But
It's the best week. It's good, man. Well
yeah,
done.
it's getting there, like I feel like I'm getting a lot more confidence. I had like one question only for you, Josh.
Go.
What do you do when, like, I mean, it doesn't happen that often, and the way I kind of fix it is,
what percentage of the time? Because this is probably important.
like I would say maybe 5% of the times.
Oh man, it's probably not something we need to handle, but I'll listen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like when someone is not really into it, like when their just responses are like, I kind of like try to like, okay, is this making sense what I'm saying, or something? I just try to like kind of get a better response, right?
As in from the start, or
yeah, from the start, they're just like, get me off this fucking call, right? That's kind of their mentality, right? And I'm just saying, oh, I'm trying to be like welcoming in the beginning, like, welcome to the family, how are you doing, like, like stuff like that. But it's they're kind of cold, and I just it doesn't, like, I can break people, not break them, but right, like I can get like that, just be friendly, joyful a bit. But there is like a few that just like and just like it kind of feels like, okay, just get me off the call.
yeah, okay. So if you're accepting, this is not a bad question actually. So if you're accepting vague answers, short, yeah, okay, whatever, sure, shit like that at the start, you're going to get that later. So it needs to be handled quite early. So if someone's giving me a lot of shit like that, what I'm going to say to them, like, if I'm like, hey, what brought you over to us? Like, are you trying to do this, 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 or this? Oh, I'm trying to lose weight. How much weight? And as I'm entering into that part of the script, if they're giving me short answers, I'm like, hey, like, Igor, like, treat me as if like, you don't know me right now. Like, I just want to make sure that what we do here is like everything's going to work, but I don't really understand much of what's going on. So like, what's really happening here? Like, what kind of impact has this weight been having on you? You have to address it. If you just let it keep skirting under the rug. Now, if they continue to give me short answers, stuff like that, what is the likelihood you're going to make this sale?
Probably close to none.
Close to fucking 0%.
Yep.
You only make the sale when people open up. So if you can't get them to open up and they're clearly fucking disinterested, then we're probably wasting our time.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of seeing. Like, it's just because I can't try to be nice and like double down. Like, is this making sense what I'm saying, or like, is
No,
this
so
like
that's not the right avenue, because like it's making sense what this. What is the only answer they're going to say to that?
Yeah,
they're going to say, yeah, it's making sense. Like, it's going to be an automatic thing. Like, does this make sense to you? They're not going to go, no, it doesn't make sense. Are they?
Yeah, probably not.
No, they're going to go, yeah, it makes sense. So we need to kind of bring that wall down with the person. So like if I'm talking to a female and they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, look, just help my man brain kind of understand. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't get to see you day to day. I'm not one of your, your friends that are really close. Like, what is actually going on here?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that, but like, it's mostly with the men. Like, it's mostly guys just like, it's usually that. But yeah, I get you. Like, this day-to-day thing. Yeah.
It's the same flow. Like, if some dude's like, I'd be like, I'm like, hey, dude, like, I can't really understand, like, when you give me one word answers, I really don't understand what's going on. Like, yeah, I can assume what you mean by that, but I don't want to like put words in your mouth. So like, what's actually going on here? And they'll either go, oh yeah, you can't read my fucking mind, and I'll tell you what's going on, or they'll continue to be disinterested. And then I need to make a decision. Is it worth me being on this call?
Mm. Yeah. I mean, probably some people are just lost causes. Like, I mean, they just maybe it's a bad day, don't want to fucking speak to anybody.
Yeah, totally. And be like, hey,
Yeah.
look, can I get you rebooked for another time or a better time? But I
Yeah,
would
I mean,
not,
I do.
I wouldn't push through. I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'll just keep fucking going with this call. I'm like, it's going to end up the same every fucking time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, gotcha, Josh. Thanks. That's really helpful, actually.
Like even on inbounds, man, like I've fucking blown up calls in the first like 10 minutes because I couldn't get them to open up. And I was like, look, I said, if I went to the doctor and I sat there and gave one word answers, the doctor would really struggle to help me out. And that's what I'm running into right now with you. Like, I'm like, if you don't answer the questions, that's totally fine, but I can't be expected to help out here. And they're like, yeah, I guess not. I'm like, look, why don't we just reschedule for another time? And then, when you're feeling like it, we'll jump in, we'll have this conversation.
Mhm.
And then they never reschedule because they weren't that fucking interested in the first place.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like I just don't do it, man. If I can't get someone into the buyer's pocket, into that space where they're going to be like emotionally ready to do this, I'm wasting my time. Now, me personally, I'm the business owner, so I can go create content, do a podcast, I can do a one-on-one, I can do 100 other things if it's not a good opportunity for me to make that sale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you want practice, fuck it, go through, try crack the nut, see if you can. Worst case scenario, they tell you to fuck off and they hang up. Is what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right, lads. Any other questions or got time for
Right.
some quick role play?
I'm not part of committed coaches, but I had a question if you don't mind.
Yeah, man. Let's roll.
Yeah. And I'm in a bad reception area. That's why my camera's not on. Okay.
That's fine, man. Let's do it.
I'm not in my pajamas. Don't worry.
All good.
All right. All good. So I had a question like, I don't know if this is something we should talk about offline, but I just wanted to know more about committed coaches. Kind of thought about doing it. Like, I'm based in Melbourne and I'm doing pretty well where I am, but just kind of wasn't sure if I should do it. So I guess I just wanted to see what are some of the top performers earning like in USD per month.
Over 20K in commissions, USD.
USD, yeah, okay.
Correct. Yep.
Mm.
So I get paid USD from the company, so it's a good like 50 plus bump, 50, 60% with the exchange rate. So if you do 20K, you're going to make close to 30K Australian.
Yeah, nice.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Now, I wouldn't go in with that expectation, dude. That's the top guys out of 260 fucking reps.
Yeah.
Now, it can be done. He's like, I've got one of our fellas, he's going to pull over 20K and he's been here for 5 months. So it's possible. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just selling, man. It's just supplements. It's coaching. You get training from me, Matt, whoever. Some people do it part-time. So yeah, look, man, if you want to have a crack, see what it's like, just go through the onboarding process. Like there's no contracts and shit like that. It doesn't be like, oh, I have to quit my job to do this. Like if you want to jump in, test the waters, go crazy. Matt's putting up stories all the time to jump in and get onboarded, things like that. We have big waves of new guys starting every week. So yeah, man, like give it a crack and see if you like it. If you like it, cool. Keep going.
Yeah, sounds good. And like wherever I've gone, I've always been like the top performer, so I don't have any doubt. Like I reckon with the training with you guys and that, I don't think I definitely feel it would be a good opportunity. Just kind of sussing, dipping my toe in the water and see, what it's all about.
Yeah,
So,
man. It's not getting married. You're not,
nah,
it's not legally bound to it. Like if you don't like it,
Yeah.
then leave. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's just a job. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, don't be thinking it's like a major life decision. You have to spend 10
No.
days thinking about it. Like literally, if you're like, yep, great, this sounds good, do it. If it's not for you, exit, do whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe do it on the side for a bit. So yeah, it wouldn't
Yeah.
be like getting too stuck in the weeds on that one.
Got it. And like the people, are we talking to mainly people in the US?
Pretty much, yeah. I'd say the
Okay.
good 90%.
Okay. So for someone based in Australia, I assume you're here as well. Maybe you're currently not here. Are you in
Yeah,
Australia?
Gold Coast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for someone who's
All right,
based
hang
in
on. I'm
Oz,
gonna I'm
like,
gonna jump in, dude. So this is definitely sales training today. But
okay, so yeah.
yeah, like if you want to jump in, Matt put some onboarding links in his fucking Instagram quite regularly. I think everybody did you all you boys come from Matt originally? Yeah, so there's 13 divisions, so 13 sales teams are committed. Divisions 11, 12, and 13 are from Matt. So I run 12. Some of the other Matt's coaches run 11 and 13. So we have over 100 reps potentially from Matt's divisions.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Josh.
So everybody's here doing the same shit, man. The fellas that are earning over 20K, some of them are Matt's fellas as well. So it's all good.
Okay.
All right, boys, I got like 5 minutes. Any other questions?
Okay.
Post recording so I can bridge this properly. It's the only statement I have. That would be much appreciated. And then just kind of rework the pitch a bit.
Yeah, I think if we
No,
can just
no
handle that,
questions.
it'll
Yeah,
make it easier.
much better.
Yeah, if
And
it's coming
I'll
up that
report the findings because it's been like half the calls today. I get to the end and they'll bring that up. I'm like, yep, I know.
So like
Yeah.
a quick question also, Josh, here, like when we like kind of frame the coaching here and after in the first pillar, like are we gonna mention about the video saying like, hey, I am on the
no,
same
no,
page
no,
as
no,
for
no.
okay.
Don't do
It's
that.
just gonna be telling about this is supplement, it's gonna give you the first foundation, but then for this benefits, we're just gonna do the second and third pillar and go on, right?
Correct. So you don't fuck with what's already really working. Like you're just going to add a little bit more to pillar one so they understand that this is just stage one, phase one, whatever it is, because you've already made some closes, which is good. So I don't want to fuck with like it has worked. But in saying that, if 50% of people or more aren't bringing up that video, you're going to bring it up and they're like, oh, what video and what Oprah? And now you've created another problem.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now they're just confused.
Right.
Yeah. So don't go change the whole 3 pillars in the pitch. Just pillar one needs a little bit of adjustment.
Hmm.
Now have a look at Ethan transcribed. Have a look at the recording actually, rather than at
Sure.
Ethan's pitch, because that's probably a bit more Ethan tailored.
Yep.
Go through,
Well, I
watch
took
that
it from
recording.
Ryan and then tailored it. So
Yeah, perfect. That's fine. So as long as we have the gist. All right, lads. Any other questions?
steal from Ryan, copy what works, steal like an
Yeah.
artist, right?
Like this is not about originality. It's like baking a cake at a world-renowned bakery. You don't change the recipe every fucking 3 months. You like once you have it set, we're famous because of this and we've done it the same way for 25 years. Like sales is the same. Repeating the process over and over and over again. That's it.
Hmm.
But once you find a
Success
thing that
leaves
works, you just got
clues.
to keep it's just sticking people to that process and they want to change it and then going back. So anyway, that's just salespeople in a
Don't be
nutshell.
cute.
That's fine. That's why you have us to keep you on track. You try something new, it doesn't work, you go back. Like the formula works for a reason. You don't need to adjust it. But
Right.
if your formula isn't converting above 10, 15, 20%, then the formula's broken. Something needs to change. Because if you look at Ryan, he's making, what did he do?
It was 50% last week.
So that's the point I'm getting at here. So
Yeah,
12.
he's really, really good. Because I listened to some of the goals, people give very good answers in the discovery. Some of the goals, they are very blocked, but at the end, all of them are buying. At the end, like all of them giving more of a similar objection and still like, he's making it like happen.
Yeah, so
People
he
are buying.
had 36 people show up and he closed 17. Absolutely fantastic. Did 34,000 cash collected, AOV $2,000. So he's not doing 70 hours of sales a week and he's doing 17 sales. So like if you guys are putting in like more hours than that, then we just need to work on the close percentage and understand why we're not converting a higher percentage of people. And then we'll start just bumping you up. So the pitch is going to be definitely part of it. So everybody go find Go find that recording from the sales training last week. There was only a couple of posted, so go through, find the one where we're talking to Ryan about pitching and steal his pitch. Ethan said July 24th. Everybody watch
For
that
you,
recording.
for you, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
it's in there. There's only 4 fucking trainings a week, so you guys can go and find it. It's not that difficult. It's last week. All right, cool. All right, team, go crush.
Thanks,
I'll see
Josh.
you tomorrow.